All right.
Well, should we get straight into it?
We're just gonna get straight into the news. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
It's already started.
Let's get right into the
All right.
news.
I know we don't want too much. What the fuck's happening? We've already
Sorry,
started.
I'm moving my chair.
How are we starting this thing then?
I thought we
Well,
already started.
We have already started, but
Oh, right.
I,
No, so it's already started then. We don't have to start it.
Jesus Christ.
okay. There we go. Amazing.
We've
What's up,
now
guys?
officially
Peace
started the
here.
podcast.
Um,
Do you guys
Well,
feel like Rick and Morty's had a bit of a fall from grace?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
sort of-
They were a
Right.
good. It was a
I
good.
feel like I remember
good
when it
comedy.
was pretty like well regarded, and then these days it really doesn't seem to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I think that's one of the problems with like toxic communities is that it almost makes most people think, oh, it's now like
Yeah.
a bad thing because bad people like it, which I think is a bit like that's like sucks a little bit, could you not make a random screeching noises?
Sorry, I'm just trying to sort out my measuring tape.
What?
Sorry.
um, in the middle of.
I'll explain
podcast,
later.
come on.
Sorry.
Explain later. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like I don't know. It, it sucks a bit because now something that was good
Yeah.
isn't for a lot of people. It's been ruined by
I mean,
the community.
I have a theory about why Rick
Oh.
and Morty sucks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go on.
Why does it suck?
So like it's so what people generally agree is that like it's a fun show for your first viewing, but it's not really that rewatchable, and that is like an element that I think is regardless
Okay.
of its community. Like when you watch it again, it's
Hmm.
not.
Does
And
it
I think
have-
like
Yeah, I know what you mean.
its sense, and what I think the reason for that might be is its sense of writing is that its characters, by all means, are well defined, but aren't really three-dimensional.
Okay.
It's sort of like it's quite two-dimensional in how it sort of like pushes them off of each other. When like say the character of Rick Sanchez is he's like this super intelligent, but he's alcoholic, and he's kind of really a shitty person. But
Yeah.
they never really fully address
Did
the truth of his character.
Did you say his full name? I didn't know like his full name.
Oh
Was
yeah,
out
it's
there.
like last name is Sanchez, I
There we
think.
go.
Yeah, it
Sorry.
is.
Is,
Sorry, a bit of a Rick and Morty buff here. Apologies.
is
Moderator on the
so,
wiki.
so isn't it like I don't know, I've only watched them once, so I to me it seems like there's like lots of like inside stuff that like if you watched it several times you would like see, but or is that not
We
true?
can't- But my no, but my
No,
but my,
I
my
don't
idea
really,
is
I don't really think so.
Really?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Like a lot of like references and stuff, or is it not true? I don't know. I that's just what I felt. It's just like there's lots of like
I don't really feel like it's that sort of the case because I mean I'm not. I mean, maybe I'm not smart enough to have found it, but it's more so the fact that watching the interplay of it, it's kind of there's not really much meat to
Okay.
it because they're not really that well thought out characters,
Okay.
or more so what happens doesn't really examine them. Like
Okay. But I
like
mean,
Rick Sanchez, it's like what was it, the episode where like Rick is talking to the mother and being like, "No, you're not a monster. You're worse than that. You're smart," and goes on that really like crappy monologue, which is just awful, about how like, "Oh, you're gonna be ousted for your intelligence and stuff," and that just all comes off as really like near like, what is it? Just kind of naive writing.
He
in a
he
sense.
has become one of those like, you know, like classically the Heath Ledger Joker or
Yeah.
Shaq or whoever. Those
But then
you know,
it's like
characters who are quoted a lot by teenagers.
like Heath Ledger, like doing the Joker, he did that well, but he was never testing that it was like
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
other-
that's more something that's been done to
Yeah,
Heath
yeah,
Ledger's Joker than that he did.
But the reason why then Rick and Morty is more popular because they essentially fast tracked that and played right into, I don't know, those sorts of sensibilities. And it's just it's very 2D characters. Like that's not. It's really unintelligent writing for
Yeah,
the characters. It's not. It's emotionally dumb. By all means, they're very
Because
smart with other things. But
I remember 2-3 years ago, whatever it was, watching series one, and I absolutely devoured it. I thought it was brilliant, and then I sort of just never think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got no, like you were saying, I've got no real urge to go back and watch it again.
I don't care about any of the characters.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, it's like, it's emotionally dumb.
I mean,
is a way to put it.
And a lot of the characters aren't characters you really would care about normally either. Like, other than like Morty and what's the girl's name? Can't remember the girl's name.
Summer.
But, like, yeah, like those two are the only characters that are like actually ones you would care about.
Well, I think it just comes down to quality. You can get any character to be interesting. I don't say exactly mean. I don't. It doesn't need to be relatable, but just to be more of an interesting character to work with, and a character that through the plot of the show is tested and critiqued by what happens, and that doesn't happen at all with Rick or Morty. They're still kept in the same boxes, and they're all 2D. You've got the dom and the sub, and that's it.
There's something. I think some of the best episodes are the ones that kind of like reference either like things that really happened, like the one where I can't remember like any of the names. But the dad goes to like the
the one where they meet Obama.
I don't. No, I don't mean that. I mean like real things that matter, not
real
fucking,
Obama hours.
The last fucking president.
It's Obama.
But like the one where the dad goes to like the hotel with all like the divorced dads,
the other
and stuff like that.
dads.
Like
Jerry's,
ones where it actually deals with like real things. I feel are like actually have some substance to them. But like a lot of them just don't. It's just random shit happening.
But even so, it's the way it's exploring it is like it's incredibly illustrative. It's not nuanced. There's like very little nuance to the writing. So for instance, in that episode, we're like, okay, we're going to explore Jerry with it, but they do it in an incredibly outlandish way to bring up a point that could have been expressed much quicker and with much more subtlety in something else. Instead, it's always put to the extremes.
It is always, it is.
Kind of. And it's by all means a valid approach, but it kind of is akin to like the old Hanna-Barbera classic cartoons. It's cartoon characters. And it's kind of ironic that people try to perceive it as proof that cartoons can be super intelligent, because there are far more intelligent cartoon shows.
Yeah.
Whereas that is doing the larger than life but two-dimensional thing.
It pretends to be intelligent. It is the intelligent cartoon for the unintelligent person. It's like the Trump. It is the Trump of cartoons.
Well, let's not get political.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I mean,
come on now. We are a political neutral podcast.
Kind of
Trump cast. Okay, we're now the Trump cast.
Are you saying that the Trump isn't the rich, what's the word?
Trump is the Rick and Morty of politics.
I mean, it kind of is, but whatever. He's like the rich person for the poor person to the poor person.
I get it's like aspirational.
It's like
sort of.
it's like anyway. I mean, you're the one that brought up Obama. Come on. I wasn't the one that made it political.
Go on, it's the Obama cast.
Fucking thanks, Obama.
What is he doing right now?
I think he's just being a cool dad. I don't know.
Enjoying not being the president.
Yeah, I actually think he's enjoying life right now. I can imagine. I see him popping up several times. He always looks happy.
Apparently he was sent a pipe bomb.
I mean,
that's exciting.
October the 24th, 2018. That is quite exciting, to be fair.
Would you want to be sent a pipe bomb, Raph? Because that would be pretty exciting too if you got sent a pipe bomb.
I mean, I think probably still no.
What is that? You like? There's like an option that you would want. Probably.
Well, that's just ordering a pipe bomb.
Shall I order you a pipe bomb from Amazon? Could you pass the water, please? Thanks.
Welcome to the pipe bomb cast.
Yeah, this is the. Are we just going from each of the topics and then turning it into that thing, the podcast?
Yeah, the podcast. There are many podcasts going on in this one right now. There's like sub-podcasts.
Sub-podcasts.
It's an extended universe.
Extended universe of the Zesty Boys podcast.
Multiverse podcast theory.
Obama standing with his arms folded and smiling. It's really weird how it like. Hang on, I think
I know the exact image that is.
Yeah, it's like because it's on Wikipedia. When you put your mouse over
Yeah.
and leave it, it like usually would say like Obama, but it says specifically in like the little like description bit, Obama standing with his arms folding and smiling.
Oh, we've got a new person. Sorry, this is completely off topic, but we've got a new
Ooh.
person on our Discord. And it's just
Oh, wicked!
Milk.
What's that milk?
And,
Who is milk?
And I don't know. And the van just scared him off. So that's
Who the fuck is Milk? Is that me?
Yeah, but that happened like last year.
Oh, okay.
What happened? What?
We've had Milk for a year.
Yeah, that.
No, it didn't.
Well,
it happened
to be
last
fair,
month.
Night Van's thing was last year.
Yeah, it happened
Okay,
last
the
month.
milk thing was last
Should we
month.
delete the night van?
I don't know who the fuck Milk is.
Oh, there is a trad.
What?
There is a
Yeah,
trad.
we messaged him.
Oh, did he not?
Here's a question.
What's the question?
Oh, here you go. It's a question.
Here's the
What's
question.
like a sound effect that has really like stuck with you? So like a sound from a game or something like that that really like to this day you like hear that sound and you're like, yeah.
A fart.
Fuck's sake. No, I didn't mean that. You meant from a specific game, Henry.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, yeah, a fart.
You knew what I meant.
Change lives.
Let me think.
That's a good question. There's like a million that I probably should mention.
Yeah. Like how my brother Fabian Thomas
Oh yeah,
was
with the
talking about the Metal Gear
yeah.
Solid
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna mention that, but I didn't think it was like relevant quite. But yeah. Like Rafi's brother's in. Is he back in Thailand now? He was in Thailand.
He's still in Thailand.
Oh yeah. He's in Thailand, and every single town he goes to, there's the Metal Gear Solid alert sound that just comes up everywhere.
Why?
and-
I don't
It's
understand.
It's
why.
still a mystery.
It's really funny. Dude.
Maybe there's some like phone producer around there that, for some weird reason, like the you know the main place you'd get phones from around there, like the producer, why like coded it with that sound effect.
Do you think it's like
Because
copyright
it's
or
like-
something? Well, it can't be copyright, to be honest. It's a bit too.
Well, maybe it's
generic.
like because out there,
Probably.
maybe if they don't know anything about Metal Gear Solid, they're not going to check it. So
Yeah.
they were just like, okay, I can't get the rights to other
I'd-
phones, and I know that they will persecute. They will actually persecute if I use their sound effect for it. But if I nick from Metal Gear Solid, they're not going to.
Nobody's
they're not
gonna
going to
know
bother going
because-
out to Thailand to shut them down, are they? Because they're not worried about phones.
You don't have to fucking go to Thailand and shut someone down. There's the internet exists.
We have to go up to their door
Henry,
and then you have to
the
knock
internet
and-
exists, okay? And also Thailand
to
isn't like out in the middle of nowhere, you know? They're just like it's not like
No, but I mean,
some
like the
disconnected
creators.
company from
No, the
country.
creators of Metal Gear Solid aren't exactly, you know, they're out there like often in Thailand.
Yeah, but you don't need to go to Thailand to file a copyright strike.
You need to slap the phones out of their hands.
Like,
It's the only way to do it.
You put it, like, they're not even that far away from Japan. Actually, I
Do
think they
you-
are. I think that's
Do you remember the weird sort of distorted speech thing that would play in Half-Life 2 when the Combine are around?
Oh yeah.
What's the Combine again? That's
The bad guys.
The bad guys. I don't
That,
know.
that
I can't
sound
remember.
effect was the one I thought of.
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
That's one that I can sort of perfectly picture and still like triggers that response in me.
Oh, what I do notice sometimes is sound effects that like are used in many games, and by playing a lot of games, I now recognize.
Oh yeah.
Like there's a lot of the reloading sound effects from Half-Life. There's like a specific one which is like
That's interesting.
changing clip, but
Yeah.
it's like in like every other first-person shooter.
Even like new ones.
And it's just, well, yeah, some of them use them
That's
now because it's like,
crazy. Is it like
it's like
this?
they go, it's like a weird sort of like click.
They're still going. They're still using that from years later.
Yeah, I don't know if like because I have a feeling I don't think they were made explicitly for Half-Life. Like
Yeah.
Half-Life used them themselves because they were maybe cheap or something, and
Yeah.
then other people are finding them naturally themselves. Because I don't know if people are gonna keep making
Yeah.
stock sound effects. They probably should, because it means it will sound different. It's quite jarring, really, when you recognize the sound effect. Like there's one from TF2. Like it's when you're like loading in a shotgun shell, and that specific sound as the scout when you're loading in the shotgun shell is used in like fucking bajillion games. Like that exact noise, and it always like takes me slightly out of it when I hear it.
It is really weird how influential Half-Life was, because like
the orange box in general.
Yeah, like now you don't even think about that. Like that was like the first time a lot of these things in games that we always see now is like used.
Well, I mean, now you almost don't really even think about Valve as a game studio
you don't. No,
anymore.
you don't.
That's their own damn fault.
But also, like, I don't think the problem is they don't need to make games anymore, because the games that they've made are already all played still pretty much a lot.
And the games they have made are so well acclaimed, they don't really have anything to prove.
Yeah, so it's like TF2 is still like the top 10 all the time. Dota 2 is like the second or first on Steam. You know, I mean the only ones that aren't played as much as those are the single player ones. So maybe they could get a single player
and I mean
game, but like I feel there's not much like motive for them to do it, money wise or like prestige wise or like anything.
Yeah, people were like joking when it obviously came to TF2 hats, and then we're like, okay, they're earning so much income from these TF2 hats.
Yeah,
they're a hat company.
But it's like actually true.
But now it's more so that just the whole of fucking Steam is like just taken over that market. So it's more so they're just a not brick and mortar, the exact opposite, but they're just a retailer now.
Isn't it also weird that for years, TF2 and Counter-Strike had the loot box system before like other games did it? Like there was like like it was like 2000 and I don't know when loot boxes came out in their two games, but like it was way before any other company decided to start doing it. And that's really weird. Like,
well, I can't think of anything else to do.
I remember TF2 having it very early on.
Yeah, Counter-Strike was just as early.
Trading. It progressed through them trying different things, because first hats dropped, and I think you told me that it was that they still valued weapons more than hats because hats were not functional, which is funny to think of because that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
But because then they had trading, and then it was like, okay, they have drops, and then we have these crates, and then you get a key. Like it's a very gradual progression to that, and then everyone else is sort of. See, it worked really well for that game, and it just worked well for other games. But the reason why it worked so well for that is that it was gradual. Whereas other things, like they start the game, and as soon as the game is released, they do these crates, and everyone's like, "Oh, fuck off."
I mean, for some games it still works, like Overwatch. Like Overwatch, bless you.
Yeah.
Like Overwatch is another game that actually the progression system is literally getting skins. The entire idea of like people are so like crazy for the skins that they'll just go and like my girlfriend's son just nodding her head because she is a crazy Overwatch fan. That just goes for skins like crazy. But yeah, it's just interesting that it was like there was like the years of gaps before anybody else even did it. I know what I was gonna say. Another reason why I think it works well for the Valve games is because of the marketplace. It makes it so that there's a bit more like motive to like get a lot of these items. Because in most games it's just like useless items. You don't even care. Nobody really cares about them.
Cosmetic thing,
it's also. I do appreciate a lot the ability to trade items between people.
Yeah,
because it's not like in Overwatch. It always annoyed me that you couldn't do that.
I mean, it's definitely an advantage. That not only can you trade between people, it also gives like a value to. So like if you don't play this game anymore, like Raph, you know this. If you don't play this game anymore, you can then sell all your stuff for real money. like it almost yeah, it kind of makes it far less exploitative to like people as well, because now they're not just spending all
Well,
this time for
it
nothing.
it just feels like you have more agency and like more respect to do what you want with your own like shit. And it
Yeah,
makes it then feel like there's more value to it because you have the choice of whether or not you want to
I mean,
hawk it to someone else.
see, I don't want to go too crazy, but this is why
Hmm.
fucking blockchain gaming it's coming. Gaming. Anyway, I don't want to go too much into that.
Crypto gaming. Crypto is where it's at.
Crypto is
Yeah.
where it's at.
I want to get
Anyway.
a T-shirt. It's just gonna say "Crypto is where it's at."
It's gonna be like Line Rider, but you just ride the cryptocurrency tracker.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming, guys. That game is coming. But yeah, it's yeah, I think the funny thing is, you're making loads of noise.
Yeah,
with your
sorry. I
mechanical
have to
keyboard.
type something.
Come on,
I'm
Come on, stop.
working on logs.
Stop smashing your keyboard,
I
please.
just had to
Come on.
type. I had to correct something. Other than that, I'm just pasting
Fucking
over
hell, come
info.
on.
Look, come on. We've all had a few.
Um, the funny thing is that like one of the legal problems, one of the legal like ways of getting around it, currently, because like countries are starting to to sort out these loot crate stuff. Like in the
Yeah.
Netherlands, you can't buy CS:GO loot crates. You just
Yeah, did you see
can't do
the
that.
did you see the sort of trial of loot crates?
Oh, I didn't see it. I think I saw like the highlights or something. I
What was
can't
she
remember.
saying? Like it's like you're paying for the surprise or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the
Fucking
yeah.
stupid.
EA did a thing where that you're paying for the
Yeah.
surprise. It's like the Kinder Egg surprises.
Yeah, that
But
was like in
actually,
Scotland, wasn't it, or something?
yeah, and in the
Yeah.
funny thing is that no, I think it was in the US.
She said like something particularly that was stupid, but I can't remember.
Yeah. But the funny thing is,
what was
is
this
that,
about Star Wars Battlefront?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was in
No,
relation.
no, it was
to
about FIFA, right? Right.
Because
It doesn't
there
matter.
was a
Doesn't matter
really
which
famous
game.
quote about Star Wars Battlefront.
Is that the
Oh
one?
no, that's the post. Yeah.
Yeah, the post,
really
but we're
famous
talking about
Reddit
later.
post.
This was more recently. This was like in the last couple of months or something, where
Yeah.
they were in the US like conference talking about the fact that it's like the surprise eggs and stuff, which
Yeah,
are
it's
actually illegal in the US. So I don't even know why they were talking about that. Like
No,
those
no,
stuff.
because that was I swear it was a Scottish man.
Was it
that
different
like,
one? Maybe
talking to her.
I'm wrong.
I think
Maybe I'm wrong.
it was in Scott. I only know because Critical did a
Yeah.
video on it. It's the
It's-
only way I get my
But
news.
yeah. Anyway, the funny thing is that the reason why one of the exploits that they're doing right now is that they're not exchanging it for real money, so it's not technically gambling until it's real money. Other
Yeah.
than the CS:GO one, which is probably why the CS:GO one is more CS:GO and TF2 and stuff. It's more limited, like more like I think you can buy Overwatch loot crates in the Netherlands, but you can't buy CS:GO crates. Am I right? With this?
Wait, what?
Can
Sorry.
you buy? I'm talking to Sandra here. Can you buy Overwatch crates, but not CS:GO?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. I'm getting an echo from someone. It's also really warm. I've got to put the fan on. Sorry, guys. Sorry, viewers.
Alright.
The
So,
fan
Raph.
will be on. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just weird that like that's a caveat of like where you get around it is that you you deliberately don't make it so you can sell them for real money. Like
Yeah.
that's like the legal definition of gambling is the fact you can sell it for real money.
And and I
Weird.
think that's why people are thankfully doing these trials,
Yeah.
like these court cases,
Yeah, it
because
really is good. Yeah.
it's unmarked territory where they are circumventing regular jargon.
Yeah, and it especially for like, because kids play these games, like
Mm.
you've got to help.
Yeah, I
The
think it is
kids-
abusive.
It is, yeah. It for some people it's super addicting to Yeah. Do you think we're finished with gaming? Because I've thought of another kind
Yeah.
of cross. Do you know something I realized recently?
What did you realize
One,
recently,
one,
James?
one thing not realized, but like found out was, do you know Chuck E. Cheese in America?
Yes, vaguely.
There's like kids gambling machines in Chuck E. Cheese, where they can get like tokens to get toys. Like in Chuck E. Cheese, it's like a kids restaurant, pizza restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And literally, there's gambling machines where you get tokens. I can hear myself slightly from somebody.
Yeah,
by the
who
way.
is echoing? Who's playing? Because I've just got headphones on.
It's Rafi, I think.
Is that?
I
It
think
shouldn't
so.
be, man. I've got headphones in.
Oh, that's weird. I think it is you though. I don't know what it is. I don't know why.
What are you hearing?
I'm just hearing.
I can hear an echo.
Just very, very quietly. I don't think it's coming out on the. Because can you hear me echoing, Henry?
I can hear you echo. Are you
Oh, it's
sure you're
just
not
me.
just maybe playing out loud the recording of this?
Well, I'll try putting
Um,
my capture down.
No.
James talk.
Hello. But I mean, that's not quite how recording works. I don't know. That's weird. It's coming out of Rafi's though.
Yeah, it does look like it's coming out.
Because he's even talking and it's activating his mic.
Yeah. Something going.
I don't
Something
know.
fishy.
Something
Something real
fishy
fishy,
going on.
fishy.
Anyway, yeah, it's like let's just
No,
like
Hello.
hello. I
Right,
think that's
sorry.
right now.
I've tried turning my capture up.
Yeah, all right. I think that's fine. Yeah, it's fine now. Cool. Podcast
Wicked.
resumed.
So, talking about milk.
It's really weird. Milk the Discord.
So they
viewer.
actually how do they get these tokens? Do they buy the tokens?
No, you get the tokens from gambling, from using machines.
But so you're using the tokens to gamble.
No,
with.
you're using real money to gamble.
Oh.
And then you get the tokens, and you can spend the tokens on toys.
Well, I guess that's kind of like just what arcades kind of, old
Yeah,
Brighton.
but
Yeah.
it's
They give you the tickets, don't they? And then the tickets you go and.
oh, I didn't know. Like, so it is arcades. There's already a thing like that. I didn't know that you'd get like points.
Kind of. There's like
Could-
the old Brighton Beach style one, and you could, yeah.
So you can get
I mean,
like
I think part of the point with arcades is that it's not pure luck because there's supposed to be some element of skill. to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it's not that different.
No, it's not that different because kids will still think like I can do this, I can win, and keep going. And
Yeah, and they're
keep
always
spending money.
rigged, really.
Yeah.
Or they make it so literally you have to be a pro.
So
You have to
yeah,
know the machine in and out to win
so
it.
I've never really played in arcades before, so I didn't know that once you get money compared to how well you play. Is that right?
Well,
Right,
it's
you get
like
tickets, you get
you always
tickets.
read that you can win tickets. So
Okay.
it'd be yeah, the old what was I gonna say? I entirely lost my train of thought.
Oh, no.
Anyway, oh no,
It's
where could it be?
It's really weird that the way most companies get around this sort of thing is just don't offer money as the prize, but offer like shit.
Yeah.
Offer like toys and stuff. Just like I know because like kids won't care about the money other than they can gamble more. But like
Yeah, and they,
but like
yeah.
but the kids care about the toys. So like if they offered money for the kids, that wouldn't even be like as bad because it wouldn't be as popular. Like it wouldn't be as exploitative because they wouldn't want to keep.
Yeah, kids
going.
don't really care about having an amount of
Yeah,
money.
but like they
You
have
just-
like the toys, and it's just like, how is that an exploit? How haven't they like sorted that out yet? Because it's like saying you can do this and it's worse, but you can still do it, but you're not allowed to do the thing that's better.
It's just technicality, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is,
Makes
it
that
is.
abstraction.
Yeah,
just
but it's
purely.
been going along for decades. Like how? How have
I
they
guess the
sorted it
idea
out
then
yet?
is like it's still the parent has to like give them that cash.
Yeah, but that's still gambling. Why
Bad,
is the money?
just bad
It's
parenting.
the same thing with if the problem I have with it isn't that it's that there's like it's there would be the parent's responsibility if it was real money being offered. I don't know. Get me?
So, would you drink human milk?
Sure.
As in a woman's
Who's-
breast milk.
Depends
Yeah.
whose it is.
Yeah.
If it was your GFs.
My GF.
Well, it was all Belle Delphines, you know.
Yeah,
That may,
or
but,
Belle
wait, that.
Belle
could
Delphine
be-
in Henry's case.
Spiritually,
Spiritually, she is GF.
she is my GF, just to let you guys
Fucking
know.
hell, the Belle Delphine thing's going. Fucking hell, it's a miss. Anyway.
That's a point of discussion.
That is
I
one-
don't know if I would, because it seems kind of weird to me.
I would try it. I mean,
You think
if,
you'd
if,
be
someone, if it was
down?
offered.
Down to milk.
What?
Yeah.
DTM.
What's like the I mean, it's not even like free like food because like the woman has to fucking produce it. So like, you
Yeah,
know
they
what I
have to be
mean? So it's not like
Preggers and everything.
yeah, it's not like magically appearing and without any disadvantage of drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Like,
sort of like.
it is. So it and I don't know how like nutritious it'd be for like adults.
It's got
No,
like
no.
a shit ton of like nutrients in it.
I'm not saying you're drinking it for nutrition. I'm
Yeah.
like, just you drink it.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
I
we're
don't
tossing
think.
turn, we're
I don't think I
debating
would.
all parts. I would try it if they were like, yo,
Because,
just
no,
make
I
some
more means
breast
like
milk.
the reason why I said nutrition at first was because that's like my first thought is like, can I go and like get free food and but it's not because the woman has to.
Can a
has to-
woman? What happens if a woman drinks her own breast milk?
Probably nothing.
That's so weird though. You're producing milk and then you drink your own milk that you
That's
just
like
made.
producing your piss and then drinking your own piss.
Yeah, kind of. I wonder if you
Um,
could sustain off that. Like, what if a mother was like stranded somewhere? But,
I
like,
don't
No.
think you would because you've
Yeah.
got this is the point I'm talking is that you've got to use energy and resources and food to make the milk, and then
kind of. But you'll be.
and then-
Sometimes you'll be just be lactating excessively. Anyway.
no, but to
But
lactate,
again, you'd still produce
you're
that.
you're
So
still
you'd never.
you're still needing to eat.
You can never gain more energy than you've expended.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the reason why drinking your own piss isn't a good idea because you're not
That's
actually
the reason.
yeah you're not actually gaining anything
It's
from
not
it.
nutritious. There's no point.
There's like no nutritional value for drinking your own piss.
Other than that, it's
Other
all
than
good.
that, it's all good. You know, if it was, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I might try a bit. I'll probably be like, ugh. probably
Might try
gross.
a bit.
You know, if someone was like, "Hey, I've lactated too much. We're gonna need to get rid
I
of
mean,
it somehow."
Okay, Henry. The next question is: if you if Belle Delphine decided to sell her own her own milk, okay, how much would you pay for it?
I wouldn't pay anything
You
for
wouldn't
it.
pay
I
for
wouldn't
anything.
support that.
wouldn't
I
support that.
I only support the arts. That's
you
not.
you only support the bathwater, do you?
No, I don't support the bathwater. The bathwater is fucking. That's a fucking scam.
It's a scam. I mean, it's not a scam. It's got a big demand.
But she like, yeah, sure, she made a video where she splashed around in the bath. You know, as soon as after that, she just got out and got like one of her fucking interns to just start
Interns?
bucketing it in.
You think she's got interns?
The water in it's probably not even the bath water.
Yeah, it's funny. Isn't
Yeah. Well, people have like said like after drinking it that it does taste funky, so she's done something to it at least.
it? After drinking it. Yeah.
Yeah, people like fucking
lie.
pyrocynical drank it.
Did post. You are
Yeah,
you are in the internet community, aren't you? Shit. What? Like I thought you were a successful actor, Henry. Why?
Well,
why
now
you,
and then, 'cause
why are you
the thing
watching
is,
so much YouTube? Come on.
when I come home tired, YouTube is so much
Yeah.
easier to just watch for 10 minutes as opposed to committing
Yeah.
to a half-hour
Yeah.
episode. Or a fucking film, which a film that just never happens nowadays.
Oh.
Whereas when if I go home, I know that I can watch
You
YouTube
can watch
for as
Person-
long as like
you can watch Pyrocynical.
I can leave at any time. And to be fair, I don't watch. I only clicked it because it was like Belle Delphine bathwater. And I was like, oh, it's pyrocynical.
How
Just
is he
because
doing?
I wanted to know what the
Is
fuck was up. He's alright.
Pyrocynical still a thing? Because like, because Leafy died and he was like the other kind of Leafy, But
Leafy died ages ago.
Yeah,
I
I
don't think it
know.
was like Leafy, but it was just kind of just. He made fucking MLG parodies originally.
yeah.
So he did like fucking Shrek has. I think was it like Shrek has swag,
Talking about
which
Leafy
is
in
a video he gets
2019.
taken the piss out for constantly.
I mean, like in hindsight, he is easy to take a piss out of it, but somehow everybody didn't. I don't understand like how.
Well, I think they did, but he just sort of learned to take a joke and just kept going. That's what looked better.
Yeah, but then didn't, you know. No, I really don't think like the trend really got off until iDubbbz. I really don't think like on YouTube it really happened of making fun of Leafy until iDubbbz did it.
Oh yeah.
Because iDubbbz killed him because then everybody realized that he's shit.
Well, wait, no, I
Content.
swear before that there was a lot of people having a go about
Okay.
Leafy. Anyways, I'm pretty sure in the commentary community, which is not really
Community.
like a stupid. I don't know. I spent like I guess 1 year of my teenage life being into commentary channels,
Yeah.
and I regret it every day of my life.
Every day.
It's just people complaining about other people, and all they
Yeah,
do is
it is.
talk. That's literally their job. It's not even to have substance to what they're
Yeah.
talking about. They just talk,
They just talk.
just like we're doing.
Yay. Guys, like and subscribe. It really
Yeah.
supports the.
It does. It
us.
really,
Um,
it really puts butter on the bread.
Also, we recently started a Patreon. So go to www.patreon.com/Dan Sandwich.
Dan Sandwich. Don't forget the code Dan Sandwich.
Yeah, Dan
Yeah.
Sandwich.
So Raph, what do you think of commentary channels?
Yeah, right.
Are we?
I really
Like
watch them.
are we like in 2016 or something?
Yeah, can we just be a commentary channel, guys?
Can we just be a commentary channel?
What are we gonna comment on?
Can
The
we?
new Cats trailer.
Can we?
Oh, I've not seen that.
Can we commentate on
It is pretty special.
what's this?
The
They're
trailer
making
for Cats the musical.
What? There's a new Cats the musical. What?
They're making a film
They're
version
making a
of it.
film. Oh,
But
it's gonna be so
it's
bad.
got Sonic the Hedgehog anime.
Really? What?
Why the hell of all things
You
are
know,
they making a?
the Sonic the Hedgehog live action.
Yeah, I know that.
How the animation got really blasted.
Yeah.
It's like worse than.
Oh god.
Oh my god, that looks awful.
I mean, shall I do it on the pod? Shall I post it?
Yeah, you can give it a one.
Give it.
Oh
a
yeah, I'm
whirl.
looking at it
Alright,
without
give me a sec.
audio. I've turned audio off and I'm looking at it.
Right.
And Jesus Christ, it looks.
I'm gonna right, let's go and get it up and then display capture it and
Why the hell? 2019, they think you know what we need to bring back Cats the musical. I fucking hated it as it was, and this is more reason to
it's
hate
probably like Andrew Lloyd Webber doing it, like actually why Cats are still around, like still because of
it. Oh
Andrew
yeah,
Lloyd
he's
Webber.
a fucking money-hungry megalomaniac.
like that's why it's still there, because there's one theater that he owns does all his old shit.
Yeah, I remember the fucking Stephen ranting to me about this.
Yeah. Cats trailer. Jesus Christ.
Oh good, it's got Rebel
my
Wilson in it.
God. All right, it's
Yeah.
2.5 minutes, guys. So we need to be quiet for the trailer.
I'm not going to be quiet for the trailer.
Well, you better be. This is
Alright, what are the consequences,
we need
bitch?
quality content for this new YouTube channel that we're doing.
It's directed by the same
No.
director of Les Mis and fucking The King's Speech.
Our commentary channel.
Commentary channel now, guys. What the why is it such
Coy-
a fucking big fucking screen? One
It,
moment.
yeah,
you
it's
go.
weird because like, what was I gonna say? Yeah,
Okay.
it's not like they can reverse how it looks.
So, there we go. Cats.
We've got a dog. Welcome to the dog cast.
The cats and dogs. Jesus, this looks so bad.
Reminds me of like, did you ever play what was it, Dog's Life?
Nope. Alright, let's
If anyone listening in on this cast has played Dog's Life, it's a firm shout for how this looks.
I haven't seen you before, have I?
Oh, the fucking whatever. Who's the old cat called? She looks so bad.
I don't know, I've never seen cats.
Yeah,
I'm talking to Henry. I know you.
I don't know anymore. I don't really. I've seen it like multiple times, but I fucking hate this musical.
Oh, whenever the other cat, he looks like the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, I think it's especially with playing him. Like, no, James Gordon's like. I think Jason Derulo might be the Mad Hatter.
Turn it down. It's a bit loud.
Why did they do it like this? Like they've got people doing live action moving around. They thought, you know what? Let's just make it as shit.
Isn't that guy really famous? The other old guy, the old guy, not the old.
There's Ian McKellen.
Is he
It
actually?
says
Yeah.
the cast near the end.
That's
it,
Ian
like,
McKellen. Oh man.
Judy
It's
Dench is
Yeah,
in
but
there.
it's a hell of a fucking.
it's a
hell of
cat
a fucking cast.
Yeah,
it's a cat.
Idris Elba,
movie.
Jennifer Hudson, Ian McKellen,
Yeah. Fucking
Taylor
hell.
Swift.
Who? Taylor Swift's in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rebel Wilson, as aforementioned. And it's just, they just thought, you know what, let's make it all look like fucking crap.
Yeah. If it's too loud on the thing, I don't know. Sorry about that.
No, I can't hear anything.
No. I'm not talking to the viewers, Henry.
Alright.
Because it may be too loud for them. I don't know. I haven't got the volume sorted out.
But yeah, so it's like, with the Sonic one, they could believably, you know, fix the visuals.
But
Whereas
also,
with this, I don't know
yeah,
if they could.
I don't understand how they think it's good. Did they like ask anybody who is to do with like visuals?
Was anyone involved in making this?
How did this happen?
How did this
This is the
happen?
one thing we didn't want to happen.
Right, there we go.
This is the one thing.
Like, I don't understand. Oh, one of my recommended is the
It's
bring.
very strange.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Well, I don't know why we're having such a renaissance of crap CG. because,
It
like,
reminds me a bit of Mike Myers as Cat in the Hat.
Yeah, like, but
that looked better, to be fair.
Yeah.
but why? Like, we have the like resources now to have like kind of cheap movie CG that looks good. Why do we need to resort to fucking Sonic the Hedgehog with legs and and this cat shit, which obviously has really high budget because like it's got a crazy cast.
It's all about the names nowadays. It's
Yeah,
not, they don't
mate.
even try and sell it with visuals. They just get in big names. And
Oh
they know they
fucking
can get
hell!
people to
I
watch
can't
it.
wait till this. I don't know if it will ever stop, but like, I guess if it becomes too bad that like every single film is fucking shit but good names, they'll finally.
It's fucking remake as well. So literally no new material.
Yeah, no new material.
A crap CG.
Crap
The
CG.
only thing going for it is it's got like Ian McKellen.
Well, I was reading a Guardian article about
Ah,
this,
yes.
about cats and the trailer and things like that.
Mhm.
And apparently, a lot of it comes from the fact that between them, Disney and Netflix have like such a crushing hold on the film market that people are having to try like crazy shit in order
To
to
get
try and
attention.
get their films to be noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It's what it's a theory with Sonic as well that like they were planning
So
to.
they're planning it
change
to
it
be
all along.
shit, so that it would
No.
get the
But
the
you know,
clicks.
even if it looks sort of shit, maybe that will make people go see it.
Yeah.
we're.
Like anything that gets
Fucking
people
hell.
to turn up.
Yeah,
I mean, we're talking about it now, aren't we?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the bad. What's it called? The bad bad thingy
Bad
is good in the end.
So bad it's good.
No, what's it called? Bad. It's the thing that like.
Bad.
Oh man.
Bad.
Bad,
It's all
bad.
There's no point.
Bad.
Bad. Bad.
It's bad. Fuck's sake.
It's bad.
Bad,
It's
bad.
so bad.
Bad. Guys, we're in the bad segment of the podcast.
Welcome to the bad cast.
Welcome to Badcast.
This is your
It's
host.
bad. Not good at all. Bad.
Bad.
Keep saying bad.
um.
If you fucking say it one more
All right.
time.
I've actually. This isn't the right word, but it fits. Bad media like is good in the end. Like generally.
I don't know. There's no
unless-
expression that you're.
There's actually an expression for it, yeah, and that's what I'm trying to think of it, but I can't think of what it is. So I just
Apart
say
from so bad it's good is the
bad.
only thing.
No, it's
bad,
not.
bad.
It's not that. It's not like people aren't watching it because people aren't watching it because it's bad. It's so bad it's good. People will be watching it because they heard about the media talking about it. So the bad stuff in the media made people watch it. If you know what I mean. That's the expression.
There's well,
That like
any publicity is good
yes,
publicity.
that's it. Yeah, that's the.
That was it.
I don't know
That was
why.
like
Bad,
for
bad.
about 5 minutes.
Bad.
Yeah, any publicity is good publicity. There we go. Good job, guys. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of this community.
I'm really glad we're doing a podcast.
Yeah, I'm really glad we've done this.
I just remembered we're doing a podcast.
Did
Kinda
you?
forgot.
Did you? You forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. That's kind
yeah.
of pleasant actually.
Look at that. Now forget again. So we get
More naturalism in our
yeah.
podcast.
we
We like to use Stanislavski method for these podcasts, so we don't realize we're being observed. It's all about the method. Man.
like last week's podcast. Henry didn't even know he was in it.
Yeah, no, I was just talking to myself.
Yeah, just talking to himself, and I recorded it all, and it's posted. Look at that. This is the new innovative way of podcasting now, guys.
It's Barack Obama.
It's just Barack Obama cam, where we've installed a secret cam into his. What are we doing, guys?
The Obama cam.
The Obama cam.
Alright, guys.
Alright.
It's that time in the pod where we go to the Obama cam.
Okay, Obama's currently digging into a nice rest steak. Wait, what time? Actually, you know what I can use to tell what time it'll be in America is with my new travel clock
Wow.
that I got off my granddad.
Oh, well, look at that.
And it has like different. So for some reason, I've come back today, and Granddad's giving me a travel clock, and my mum's giving me a spirit level thing that has like a
Why?
pad and the measure tape in. That's what I was fiddling around with earlier because I fucked up the tape. But it's this weird little doodad that's got a pen, a sticky note pad, a level, what do you call it, a bubble level thing, and a measuring tape on it. And that's all in one thing. And I've got this travel clock. I don't know why.
There we go.
But I've got it, and so wait, where in America? So New York. Where does he live?
And I don't know where he lives.
He's probably fucked off somewhere else.
He's probably
But,
going back to, he's probably going back to
Colorado?
Hawaii.
Well, apparently he's in Washington.
That's
DC.
where he used to live, right? Hawaii, because he was a
Yeah,
Hawaiian.
fucked off back to Hawaii.
He was a Hawaiian senator. I think, right? Hawaiian something. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He's yeah.
Wellington is 12 hours ahead.
Nice. What we're gonna talk about now? Does anyone have any questions? Was there any questions from the email?
Oh, the email. Shall I check it?
Yeah, check the email questions.
Yeah, I'll check the email.
Yeah,
Let's just load that up.
yeah, just
Yeah.
load. All right.
Oh,
Ah.
I see.
What are the
So-
boys saying?
Listen, my boys.
Your boys.
Phoebe Lynham
Phoebe Lynham. Yeah.
is written in from the Isle of Lewis, Scotland.
Wow.
Is that related to Graham Lyman?
Quite possible. Is
The Isle of
Oh, that's
asking,
Lewis.
interesting.
would
You're-
you rather be a prostitute or a porn star?
Ooh. Ooh.
My gut reaction is porn star because what would be the advantages of being a prostitute?
No one has to know.
You don't have
if
to
it's
do it on film.
prostitute. It's
Yeah,
secret.
that's it, isn't it? You don't have to, I guess like if you could be like a high level like you're like super safe.
You
about
got to work
everything.
your way up, James.
Yeah, you can't just start.
What I'm
no.
saying is, you're gonna have to suck a few dicks behind a dumpster before
Like
you get up there.
either way, you're starting.
But
at,
like,
entry level.
no, you can't. No, the entry level isn't. You don't have like a good house and good stuff. Like the entry level is your current situation, but you know you. I feel if in all our situations we can make it pretty safe, without actually like having most of the disadvantages of being a prostitute right now.
The only thing with like prostituting is, I mean, that sounds more appealing because I wouldn't want everyone to know I'm a porn. But then again, I could just be like, fuck it, I'm a porn star now.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
it's like in terms of, because usually what they like to do if they're higher end is that they invite them to their place.
Sorry.
What?
Just the I posted it in the writers' room.
What?
I don't know why it made me laugh.
I God damn it.
Okay.
Oh god.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
the boys
I
don't
feel-
need to see that. who are
I
listening
feel
in.
if you get enough money, you could even like buy somebody to come with you if you need to go to someone's house.
Well, no, I could, but then
Not
it's
buy,
like,
of course, but like
logistically,
hire someone.
Buy someone.
We
I
can't
meant
do
hire.
that anymore, James.
I meant hire.
An Amazon employee will come with you to the house.
Oh mate, I feel sorry for Amazon employees.
Oh
man.
yeah, fucking no.
Yeah,
Anyway,
fucking
this is talking about other things you should feel sorry about.
But like fucking Amazon have it. I don't know why
Yeah.
anyone would choose to work for them.
My old in my old work, the there's a guy that used to work at the Amazon warehouse. And
What-
yeah, he kind of explained what it was all about. Kind of like there's like this like little data slate thing. I don't know what it's called. Like that like you had to get to a certain place in like fast enough, and then you'd go around on your like fucking like a golf cart, and then get to that really quickly, and then get to the next one, and like it's like really it's like time trials.
They like really.
It's like
micromanage
actually there's
how
like
long it
there's
takes to
yeah
do it.
you've got to like there's like a timer. You've got to get there in
It's
time.
Awful.
It's like
It's fucking awful.
I mean, don't you do this in gaming like all the time, Henry? Come on, this must be pretty good.
That's what they try and like gear you into, but realize like
Yeah.
in terms of like self-respect and being in a work environment, it's
Yeah.
like regardless of if you're doing it efficiently, you should be doing a good job for the sake of doing a good job. But when they're like tracking how long you take to pee, how long you fucking take, so
Yeah,
literally
it's-
you hear horror stories where they're like you can't take longer than a minute to use the loo, and they say if you need to poo, wait till you're home.
Yeah, it's like if you had to play the time trial games, but like it actually affects your life, your like what you do in time trial games. So like you've got to like actually like it actually affects your life, and then you've got a boss that is telling you to do the time trial games quicker, or you're fired, or you can't.
And it's just
live
like
anymore.
it puts more stress on you
Yeah.
whilst you're doing it and makes it less pleasant,
Yeah.
even if you were going to do it that quick anyways.
Yeah, it's
Like, it's awful, awful. Yeah, I was saying before, like in one of my, I've said before in chat, but like in one of my vocal like classes at school, we had a bit of text, a bit of corporate text.
Oh, nice.
That was like a voiceover that would be played to employees who do like freelance. It's so soul sucking.
Yeah,
Saying
like
about how like they want to be competitive with their other employees. No, don't be competitive. Fucking unionize.
yeah.
That's what unions are for. So you don't have to
Yeah.
be against your co-workers.
It's so weird that like it's like propaganda that like you can't unionize because for some reason, but like people fall for it. It's really awful. Like people say, like they start to believe it for some reason, even though your boss isn't you're meant to be a person that you like trust with the information that you give them.
It's supposed to be like a nice relationship.
Yeah, like no, you've got to be in a room with your boss and have no no power. You just do whatever the boss says, and you can't all group together and then beat the boss.
Well, it
Not beat the
comes down
boss,
to
but like you know what I mean. Like
it comes down to like a boss's job is to tell the employees what to do, but it's like the quality of communication, the quality of attitude, and just like generally not creating an environment where
Yeah.
everyone's like on their fucking toes. And even I briefly not can't say I've worked in like retail things for super long personally. Other people have a lot more experience with it. Even just from brief experiences with it, it's just it ruins mood and makes work. In my opinion, makes work worse. Like the quality of the work.
For the experiences I've had, well, I was in an like the company wasn't that good, but my boss was good. So that was I was advantage that I had a good boss that like actually cared about like me. But like the company wasn't good, so I could like see like other people, like who are different bosses to me. Like I could see those and how, like if you get unlucky with the boss, you now got a shitty boss that you've got no power because whatever you would. Because especially in these low skill work, you're super replaceable. So
they treat you like shit because they know they can get someone else in. It's fucking horrible.
I can imagine Raph had experiences with this in the factory as well, didn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
It's really like you're in a shitty job and your boss is telling you to be better in your shitty job. It's just like what? And you don't have any power. Like it's really really bad. And it's one of the problems I have with like stuff right now is that people just think stuff that just isn't. It just seems so obvious to me that it's like not good, but like they just think it anyway, like the union stuff and the healthcare and then all the other stuff. You know, it's just and profit based, like the lobbying and things. It's just like not like who is benefiting from this. It just seems so self-explanatory who is benefiting from it, but somehow people still think they're benefiting from it somehow. I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. It's one of the
I think we must be getting up to time.
Yeah, we're at 57 minutes. Look at that. The Rafi's spoken. He's got his timer on.
Well, I mean, I've got a clock on my computer.
Yeah, look at that. He's already had enough of you guys.
But shall we finish with one more thought?
Yeah, what we doing?
Yeah.
Travel
clock.
Travel clock.
Travel clock.
I really hope my fan isn't too obvious to everybody. I probably should like sort it out before.
What about the picture of the man who's sucking his own dick? That's a good thought.
What thoughts that and
Send a couple of them to Raph.
Thanks, boys.
So you sent a couple of your dick pics to Raph, right?
No, there's like this drawing of a guy who's like sucking his own dick. Okay, Night Van's gone.
It's like my favorite drawing.
Yeah, because it's not gratuitous. It's not like super.
Oh, the Night
Van's
such
a pathetic picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in for a second, then said, "What the fuck?" Presumably because he came in just as I talked about sucking his own dick.
Oh, okay.
He came in at the worst time.
Alright.
Is
that everything?
Fucking... Yeah, I think that's everything.
What the fuck are we doing? Before we can have one more.
How about we could all end it on a positive message? We all get one. We give a positive message to the listeners.
All right.
Oh no.
What's your positive message?
I don't want to start, man.
You're scared.
All right. Just do your thing.
Wow.
No.
Dance in the rain. Live your dream. All of that.
I like that, and you know what? I'm gonna follow that. I'm gonna follow that up with a be nice, and
Nice.
eat the carrot.
Yeah.
There we go.
Agreed.
And I stand by that. Be nice and eat the carrots.
I'm gonna listen to this motivational shit. What is this?
Come on, what are you saying?
I don't know what
Yeah,
I'm
come on,
saying.
this is it. This is the last words of the pod.
The last words of the pod.
And then it ends.
Uh,
Oh, that smells nice.
fuck, I don't know.
By the way, I just typed "man sucking own dick" in Google Images, and I didn't get that like drawn one. I just got loads of real ones.
Wow.
Oh.
What were you
So
expecting to?
I don't know. I thought I'd get the fucking drawn one, James.
Yeah, it's been a real meme.
Just ignore negativity and just focus on.
What if
positives.
negativity's pain that you're feeling?
What?
Nah, sorry.
Shut up, Henry. This is
Sorry.
mine.
Sorry, take it again. Sorry.
Yeah, it's done. You've ruined it. All right.
Right.
Goodbye, guys. See you next week.
Bye.
On the
Yeah, see you.
on the Zesty Pod.
See you all. Goodbye.
Hope you all
Vote Trump.
yeah, vote
Vote Barack Obama. 4 more years.
vote
Bring him back, I say. He was like, he's one of the doctors, but he was a good one, so bring him
vote,
back.
Yeah, vote for David Tennant. Guys, because he is the good Krusty Krab.